Hey, Eagle Run 2-3. This is my wife's vehicle get home bag, and before we jump into this, I want to just kind of say, I am not like a hardcore prepper. I've never really described myself as that. I'm just a dad and a husband and a parent who wants to be able to help their family prepare for any situation, and that's really the point of all of my preparations is just for my family. I'm not like a sheepdog person or any of those things. That's not me. I'm a preparedness minded person. I grew up in an area that had a lot of tornadoes and had snowstorms, and just having things extra and stored back was just perfectly normal. And there's some stigma to that now that I think is kind of negative. And I don't really know why, but there's going to be a video coming up where we're going to jump into some more on that topic and some more about like what actually happened here in Texas with the power. But enough about all that. I just want to say this is just, you can really geek out on this and go as far as you want to. Jump down in the comments. I'm sure there's some people smarter than me that will set me straight on what's missing and what I need to add and all that good stuff. So let's jump into the video here. We're gonna get everything taken out and we'll take a look at it. This is not really a video about the bag. This is just a Ozark Trail cheap lightweight Walmart bag that fits the bill for us perfectly. So let's get it all taken out and take a look. I'm gonna go over this same list with my wife's bag. But, I didn't mention what kind of bag this was, and this is just a cheap Amazon bag. It's definitely tactical, and it's probably not the best option. And as I was putting everything back in here, look at this. This zipper just snapped completely. Oh, you can't see it. Just completely snapped. So, pick a bag that's going to be enough quality for you in your situation. You do not have to have a $200 bug out bag, get home bag. You don't have to. Generally speaking, this will strap home and get me where I need to go. Even with a broken zipper, I'm actually going to put this in my truck right now. But I want to actually, because we didn't talk about this either, I actually want to go with just a solid black bag. And you'll see that in my wife's bag. In Texas, camo is no big deal. Everybody has camo everything. And this would not stand out so much, but I still want to blend a little bit more and not give any impression that I have, anything other than a book bag if I were to have to hike out somewhere. So, and then lastly here, I wanted to show you, because I haven't used this in a while, and I wanted to just test it and see that it works. So this is that little crank radio. This is from Radio Shack. I bought, when Radio Shack was going out of business, so gosh, that's been 8-10 years ago. That's how old this is. And I bought 4 of these. I cracked one and threw it away, and the other ones are in other bags. And so
resulting in slick and hazardous driving conditions.
give a little crank, and it'll play. It'll play for a little. You can just kind of give it a little crank every now and then.
Time is 12:09 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Flashlight works. So anyway, thought you might want to see that. Kind of cool. Oh my gosh. I just snapped another one. I wonder if it's if it's too cold out here. That's crazy. 2 of the zippers on the same side just snapped. Okay, so here is the wife's kit. You can see this follows the same budget idea. It's also solid black, which I like. Right, she's had this in her vehicle. I asked her how long it's been in there. I have not checked over this bag in 2 years. So there's no telling what's in here. So we'll jump into it together, and we can look at how to make a great get-home bag for your spouse. Okay, here's everything out of the bag. And her stuff is quite a bit different than mine. Okay, it looks like we have a full first aid kit, gauze, ice pack, extra baggies, Band-Aids, gloves, large gauze. Pretty decent first aid kit. We've got a full family set of N95 masks. You can see the full state of Texas map there. And then this is that Sawyer mini water filter kit that I was showing you. And this is the full kit that has the bag, then a syringe to clean it. You can backflow and clean your filter back out. And then this can double as a reservoir, but also any standard water bottle, these fit on, which is really cool. Now I can see one hole here is we just have these 2 containers for water that are in her bag. We need to upgrade those and do a bigger one. I think the kids were pretty little last time that we set this up. So some larger water containers would be great, since there could theoretically be 3 of them at one time. But at least they can filter water. She knows how to use this as well as my daughter does. So just 1 poncho and 1 blanket. Maybe need some more of those. We've got 1 pair of socks. I think we need to upgrade that. We have a nice dependable flashlight with batteries that are still working, which is great. Extra bags for containing stuff. And then let's see what's in this little watertight. Okay, so some more extra bags. We have a fire starter. I think these are, what's in here, matches. Oh, look at this. We have cash in this one. 25, 35, 40, 50 bucks. All right. Backup batteries. We should probably test those. Lighter. An extra little towelette. And then let's see. Oh, yep. That is a red headlamp. Okay, awesome. Okay, then it looks like we went with a large container of snacks here. There is a Kim Light. That should, I guess it's fine in there. And these are definitely expired. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with them, but we can freshen those up. Definitely more snacks than what I have in my bag. Peanut butter crackers. Just easy grab and go food is awesome in there. Okay, so some major differences in her bag than my bag, and maybe different than what you're going to end up needing. I think it's neat to kind of revisit this and kind of think where I was at when I was putting this together. Lighting, she's got 2 flashlights. That's great. We need to check the batteries in those. There is not a pocket knife or a tool in here at all. I don't know how handy that would be, but I probably should at least have a pocket knife in there in case I'm in the vehicle and don't have my kit on me. One note about that, if we are taking her vehicle on a trip, I typically grab my truck bag and throw it in the back, so we would have both. So if we're leaving town, or if we're driving around the Metroplex, I generally don't do that. But if we're leaving town, I go ahead and grab my bag just to kind of double up on the supplies. I'm not an over-the-top prepper. I'm just a prepared-minded person. I want to have what I need if I need it. Along those same lines, when we're dropping kids off at school, the youngest one doesn't go to school yet, and he has shoes on, he's dressed. If my vehicle were to break down between here and the school, we're walking home. Like, we're not calling a tow truck or someone to come rescue us. We're walking home, and he needs to have real shoes on in order to do that. So just that mindset, he knows now, we've been doing it for a year. He knows he has his shoes on in case, something happens to the vehicle. Our vehicles aren't going to break down, but you never know. And so just that preparedness mind is where I'm at. So there's no tools, there's no defense. She does not have her concealed weapon permit. We have a pretty solid first aid kit. Water, she has containers. We might need to upgrade those. She always has fresh water in her car as well, usually a gallon or multiple sets of water bottles in the car. Filtration, I don't think she would probably need a water key. She's not generally going to be too far away. Socks, hats, clothes. We have 1 pair of socks. We need to upgrade some socks. We probably need some socks, maybe an extra shirt or 2. Now, when our children were littler and in diapers, you always have extra sets of clothes and diaper bags and things like that. Now that our kids are older, we don't really have backup clothes. We might need to throw a couple extra backups in here. She does not have caffeine tabs or any sort of medicine, no medicine at all. So maybe an electrolyte would be good if they're filtering water. There is cash, we're good on that. Wipes. Now, there's wipes in the vehicle, which I think there's probably why they're not in here. We generally don't check this, as you can tell, very frequently. So putting wipes in here, they would expire just like the food. But sleep, rain shelter. There's a poncho and an emergency blanket, probably better than nothing. Generally, again, she's not going to be too far away from home. Navigation, she has maps, but no compass. She does have a power block and extra cords, so that's good. She has a couple ways to make fire, which I'm sure she'll never use, but it's in there. Food, ration, bars. We're going to replenish on those. And then walkie-talkies. Now, her vehicle would actually be a good one to have a set of walkie-talkies. And since I made that video last night, I've got some comments already on that video because it posted this morning. And first of all, thank you guys for all the comments, because you guys, like, collectively, we know everything. And so your ideas, my ideas, you know, the guy in California's ideas, well, let's throw him out. The other guy in Texas and Oklahoma. So thank you guys for commenting, because when we add all of our ideas together, we have some really great, some great conversation, and collectively, we kind of know everything. So thank you for commenting. Read through those comments and see what other people are thinking and saying, because I'm not a survival expert. As I say over and over on my videos, I am a professional homeowner, and that's pretty much it. I'm just a guy, and I've thought through a few things, and I like to share and teach those things. So if you find value in that, cool. If not, give me a like and keep scrolling, I guess. So we're going to refresh this kit a little bit, check some batteries, do some more food, and I think she's going to pretty much be good to go. All right, so if you want to see anything else in here, let me know, and we can look to add that. And thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.